make me dance. You make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had.
Hello and welcome to the IFAR Season 14 Richmond broadcast. So far it looks like it's just going to be me, Brandon Beal in the booth. Duel was going to be here, had other plans, and I think the same happened with Robbie Gilvin, who was also supposed to be here, but said he was going to be here, but he wasn't, so that's alright. Everybody's got other stuff going on. Going through qualifying right now. Everyone here gets 2 laps. For this race. Like I said, I got Brandon Beal here in the booth.
Hello.
I think it's going to be 120 laps, 67 laps on a tank, which leaves about a 7-lap fuel window for if you want to pit a little bit earlier, a little bit later, depending on where you want to put yourself with tires, and also, you know, undercut, overcut. That opens that door for if you want to expand your abilities there. Bill, you got any thoughts before we go any further?
Yeah, it's gonna be a short track racing, so we'll see if there's a lot of controversy and that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be a pretty fun night.
Yep, and they have just completed qualifying. Should probably go take the results of that. Alexander Gonzalez-Greene, AGG on the pole with just what was it, point? I don't know. He's just a little bit faster than Dunlaprad, who is starting second.
Oh yeah.
And starting third, Stephen Gibson and Josh Clemens starting fourth. TalhaDevYT starting P5. So that'll be something to watch for sure. As we know, qualifying here is very important. Track position is everything here in IFAR and in a lot of leagues as well.
And I learned that the hard way in OSCC earlier.
Shout out to Joshua Clements on winning that.
Yeah.
We got a few faces we haven't seen in a minute. DJ Curtis, number 33, hasn't made a start since season 12. He's making his return here tonight. Number 33, throwback to Patriotic Paint Scheme. I believe Mark Truex Jr. ran, I want to say. Could be wrong. But, yeah, got some throwbacks in this field. Could be patriotic throwbacks, could be just, you know, throwbacks. Dane Stinson, the other guy I was going to mention as well, making his first, making a return to IFAR. Hasn't been here in a hot minute, so he's making his return. And number 42, new number, new sponsor, 42 Haviline. I don't know if that's just something he's doing for throwback, or if that's going to be his full-time car, or even if he's just doing this race. Good
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure the 33 is Austin Dillon's 2015 Daytona car.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
I looked it up and verified that.
Yeah, I didn't recognize that. I probably should have. I watched that race. Shoot. Yeah, no. Yeah, Dunlaprad, he's doing pretty good right now. Just starting second place. He has obviously, arguably been one of the more dominant cars this season who has yet to win a race. Victory Lane has evaded him so far, and we got here tonight at Richmond. Next week we go to Japan, or assuming next week, we go to Japan at Twin Ring Motegi, and then we finish off the season at Chicagoland after our little Japan road trip. But yeah, tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
AGG was trolling Trey.
Oh yeah, I have muted. That way I don't have to hear him through the broadcast. But yeah, point situation. Joshua Clemens just fresh off a win last week at Texas. That's going to put him 16 over Gino Bononi, who did not have a good race last week. One thing to mention, Gino was pretty quick here last season, but so was Josh. So I think those two, being as close as they are on points, they're going to try to get every little bit they can before we head to Japan. And then obviously our finale at Chicagoland. Very possible this championship goes to the final race. It'll be very interesting to see for sure. And do not sleep on Dunlop Pratt or Kyle Watts as well. 18 and 21 points back respectively. They have put together a pretty solid season on their own terms. So definitely expect them to not really, I don't expect them to taper off at all. And shout out to Daniel Rodriguez, also 5th in standings, 64 back. I don't think he's going to be too close in the standings, but you know what? Yeah, I think this is one of his better seasons for sure, so it'll be interesting to see what he can put together. In that number 20 Kellogg's Toyota. Hopefully I don't get copyright claims.
Yeah, that
for
thing
saying
looks
that.
nice.
Yeah, it does. I think he, oh shoot. I think he debuted that sucker at Daytona. Could be wrong. But yeah, looks quite nice. Some throwbacks in the field. You see Thomas Troxler there. We'll take a look here. His in a moment. Again, happy
Looks
hour.
like a...
Oh, go ahead.
Yep.
Check TeamSpeak, make sure I don't got nothing. But yeah, already talked about DJs. Jay Clements just running his good old Lowe's Cobalt. Can't go wrong with the original stuff. Garson doing a little throwback to the number 24 Nicorette. Number font kind of caught me off guard for a second, but we ball. Again, Dane Stinson, number 42. And again, throwback. Nice looking car as well. Jolene, that is not a throwback, but something to watch out for nonetheless. That's one of the more interesting paint schemes I've seen. Everyone just practicing their pit stalls right now as we close out happy hour. Got about 4 minutes left. So that'll be something to note for sure. Telha's is, he's running that Office Depot car he's been running most of the season. I was talking before the stream.
Tony Stewart.
Yeah, I was talking before the stream that I was gonna make him a Speed Racer throwback. I completely forgot. I had other paint schemes I was doing, and I was like, oh shoot, I forgot I constructed the Speed Racer. But you know what? In retrospect, I don't think Speed Racer is gonna look good on a Gen 6 Camaro. So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, for sure. And there's Thomas Troxel, number 10 Motorcraft throwback.
Looks like a Bill Elliott throwback.
Could be, could be. Yeah, most of these guys.
Yeah, I think it is. It's got the Wood Brothers font too.
I'm more so associate Bill Elliott with, you know, the Melling, and heck, he was on his own team briefly before eventually ending his career on Evernham. Yeah.
Yep. He had a very short Wood Brothers tenure.
I think wasn't that like in the.
This is in 2010s, I know that.
Yeah, I was gonna say something like that towards the end of his
2011
career.
actually.
Yeah, it was like that was his last starts. Came in the Wood Brothers. I think he ran the number 50 car in the COT era briefly, and then I think that was it. I'm not sure entirely what his last NASCAR Cup start was, but he definitely had a pretty good, pretty long career. I would even say pretty good. AGG throwing it back to Daniel Suarez, I believe. That airs CommScope, number 63. Our Kodo winner.
Could go either way. It could be Carl Edwards or Daniel Suarez.
Yeah, personally, I would prefer it be you know, Carl Edwards. I'm more of a Carl Edwards guy, but
It does have CommScope on it, so maybe it is Suarez.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That and with
And
the
it has the playoff banners.
yeah, I was gonna say the
Makes more
playoff
sense.
banners was the
Yeah, that should give it away.
yeah, that was the big tell sign there. So throwing back to his 2016 championship.
I think it was 15. I don't
It
know.
was 15,
Maybe it
yeah.
was...
No? Yeah, no, it was right when Suarez, or no, right when Edwards retired, so yeah, it was 16.
Yeah, 16. I just looked it up to verify. Can't provide fake news.
There's Gino Bononi, sporting that yellow car that's orange. We're back to Jimmy Spencer. He runs that normally through the season, but throwback nonetheless. So, yeah, cool stuff. Oh, I did not set up my pit lane cameras. That'd be a good time to do that.
To your cars.
Gotta.
So let's pit lane. I'll work on that when I work on that. That's pit lane 2. Pit lane 1 was gonna have to do. Look at me being prepared. Got a couple other things set up real quick. Ah, crap. It's only open curve here. You're waiting on somebody. I'm already got on off track. Regardless, that gives me an opportunity to get this set up. I think we are set.
Yep, the cars are rolling.
Alright. 120 laps. I didn't count how many cars. But yeah, pace car's in. I'll let you take it away if you want.
15, but we'll see. As the cars head into the restart zone, not really matters on the start, and the green flag is waving here at Richmond.
Quick start, and the question now is, do we give a restart, or can these guys survive a lap?
Well, we'll see. Dunlop probably got a good run on the outside there, out of turn 2. Gonna make it. It's a good battle for the lead, and AGG, I think, just led that lap right there.
Yep. Some first fast laps go pulling in. Dunlop Brad faster that time by, despite AGG being able to stay ahead.
Yeah.
Dunlop Brad, he's been around a hot minute, knows what he's doing. AGG racing pretty respectively here, giving them that room on the top.
Might be able to clear Dunlop Prod into turn 1 right here.
Yep. Dun's gonna try to send in just enough where you can try to get a run on the outside, because that outside run can get you pretty far.
Yeah. Stays close to AGG as well.
Yes.
On the outside after just clearing them.
Yeah, you don't want to let him get away too far. Now he's gonna try the bottom here in turn 1.
Now he's gonna try the inside lane.
Yeah.
See how that fares for Dunlop Prod.
Yeah, the reason getting this lead so early is so important is being able to lead the race is being able to control the race. The leader is the control car, even under green flag conditions. So it's a imperative to try to maximize that track position. That way you can control the field from your hands a little bit better.
One car that likes watching this is Steven Gibson in the 51 right there, trying to enter this battle as well.
Yeah, he has been very consistent. Hasn't been able to find victory lane yet, and he's had some rough weeks, but he is definitely one of the guys to watch for, next guy to get getting a win. And they're a 3 wide for the lead.
Oh my goodness, this early.
Yeah, lap 6. Hey, these guys, I trust they know what they're doing, and you see they kept it clean there, did everything right.
Steven Gibson backed down, thought better of it. Obviously, very early in the race to do that.
Yeah, and AGG still trying to. He wants to be that control car, and I think these guys are going to burn their tires up a little bit, battling to be the control car of this race. Meanwhile, Clements, he's back there in 4th. That makes me wonder if he's saving his stuff a little bit more than these top 3 guys.
Them burning their stuff up is really going to help Clements here. He's our defending winner as well.
Yep, one thing to note for sure.
Gibson's going to get underneath Dunlop Prod now for a 2nd place battle.
Yep.
He's going to clear him.
Hold on a second. Good.
Pretty much single file throughout the whole field.
Yeah, everyone.
Very small field, actually.
Yeah. Everyone trying to put themselves in place to go for the run at the end of this. AGG has came out on top of that little battle there that happened. Yeah. That'll be the main thing to look at there, as we are on lap 10 now. Now the fuel window, lap 67, that is the amount you can run on a tank. I could see these guys pitting a little early around lap 62, 63, something like that.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat rooting on that number 14. He's running P5 right now. He was pretty quick here in qualifying. Almost every race he goes to pretty quick in qualifying, and usually loses a lot of spots early in the race. It actually happened here last season, the amount of aggression, but he seems to be managing his stuff at the moment. Just chilling behind Joshua Clements, who, like we talked about a minute ago, fresh off an OSCC win and won last week, and is the points leader by 16 points over Gino Benoni, who is a P6. So currently, if points is a situation, he's in good position. However, Dun LaPrade.
Yep, battle for second now.
Yeah.
LaPrade gets back under Steven Gibson. Try and take second place back here. It's really going to help the 63 pull away just a little bit. But I think, yes, the 74 does clear the 51 here.
Looks like we had someone hit the wall. I don't know if that's a retirement or not.
Like that.
Closest car I see right now is Thomas Troxel. Looks like he's
yeah,
on
it was
pit road
Troxel.
right now.
Troxel spun into turn number 1. Yeah, I just lost it.
Yeah, and he's going to call
Back
the
it in.
race.
Yeah. Tough break for the 10. Troxel once again.
Yeah,
2 weeks in a row. Unfortunate.
He's been struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
All you Trucks Nation fans out there, I think, well, hopefully he'll find his something a little bit here soon.
Just noticed the 51 just diamonded the corner right there out of turn 4.
Yeah.
Kind of like that move, but
Makes you wonder.
depends on tires.
Yeah, I don't know if he's doing that because holy
He's
work.
lagging.
Working a little bit. Hold on to it. But yeah, no, I wonder if he's doing that because his tires are worn a little bit more, or if he's doing that to maybe change his pace a little bit. Not sure, but regardless, he's still holding on P3. Hasn't really lost a whole lot of time to these guys.
No. I think that Clements is slowly catching these guys.
And I'm really thinking about Clements right now with the strategy.
Yeah.
With his, I'd imagine he's probably tire saving because he's the highest running car that hasn't really put anything towards the lead car at all this race. He's just kind of been holding his own. TalhaDevYT kind of doing the same thing in P5. And heck, Gino Benoni, he's also just, chilling there as well.
Yeah.
Jolene Sims there in P7. Also hold back. And I think as this run goes on, we're going to find out who saves their stuff better. I don't think it's going to be like we seen last season where everyone was just fighting to be that lead car. And heck, we had some crazy battles there. But it's a long race. A lot can happen.
Yeah. We have Kyle Watts in the chat saying anyone but AGG. Well, Kyle, if you decided to race, you probably could have been able to compete. But
yeah,
seeing that you might have had something else to do, that might not be the case.
I'm not entirely 100% familiar with the point system here in IFAR, but if I had to imagine, they have some kind of provost system. I don't know if that's going to kill Kyle's chances at potential championship run. I know he wasn't exactly like close, but he was in some form of contention. I don't know how that's going to affect him there. That does help D-Dog. D-Dog Rodriguez in the points potentially, so we'll see how that goes. But hey, having a life outside NR, that's 100% fine, whichever floats your boat.
It seems like AGG is starting to pull away now from down the prod just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Kind of getting that long run pace in.
Look, we had another spinner.
60, yeah, I was about to say someone else spun. Let me go check that.
Looks like, D-Dog Rodriguez. Okay.
Oh, yep.
Well, that's gonna...
Oh, he just lost it coming out of 2. He tried to save it. Cole Rodriguez almost got right into him. Luckily,
that's gonna
kept it off him there.
That's definitely gonna mitigate that points gain that he might have had on Kyle Watts if he was looking for it. But yeah, I don't really know exactly how that's all gonna formulate out of this race. We'll have to find out once points are updated.
almost had a battle for second, but Gibson went to diamond the corner. Gonna get a good run off too.
Yeah, I think really I think the top 6 here, maybe even the 7th of Jolene, they're all trying to balance that level of pace and make sure not to push too hard while also not losing too much time while saving. It's a very, very fine line. I think it takes a lot of skill to be able to masterfully find that right balance. And I don't know where that balance is going to go between these guys, but right now, the 63 definitely has that lead advantage. So we'll have to see how that ends up going towards the end of this run. And when we potentially maybe see green flag stops, I don't want to say for sure because, you know, anything can happen, but...
Thomas Troxell's mom asked if he cleaned the dishes. He said Thomas Troxell, and she knew they were washed.
Man, that's rough. That is rough.
That's what he says in the chat. That's... It's not just me saying it.
Yeah, I guess Trox Nation is going to have to eat off of dirty dishes tonight.
Yeah.
Or, well, clean dishes.
AGG is starting to pull away now. Like I said, now it's starting to get a little bit of a gap between himself and 34. And there's one battle left. It's for last place. Cole Rodriguez, well, last place on the track anyway. Cole Rodriguez and Garson Young. Looks like Cole's gonna get that spot.
I believe these guys are teammates, if not official teammates, or at least manufacturer teammates. No, they actually are teammates. Benoni National Crime Syndicate Racing. Hopefully I got that right. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I think it might be Shejadan. I don't remember. It's either Shejadan or Benoni National Crime Syndicate Racing. I forget which one it is, but I know those teams are both in close alliance. So yeah, they've been holding suit. Got some good history here in IFAR. Shejadan does, so good to see him out on track. Good to see DJ Curtis out on track. Now, I don't imagine he's exactly having the best races that he would like, but I hope he's having fun in that number 33. It's been a minute since I've seen him.
We have a battle for second. Stephen Gibson trying to get that spot from Dun the Prod.
Also got a battle for P5. That is Gino Benoni versus TalhaDevYT.
Yeah, Gino putting the pressure on Talha as well. Trying to go to the outside of Talha. Didn't work right there.
Yeah, 2 battles going on right now. Yeah, I think Talha might have used up his stuff a little bit more than Josh did. Josh is so far gaining on these guys. Stephen Gibson has gotten around that 74 meanwhile.
Talha is going to play defense right here.
Yeah,
going to go to the lower side of the track. Going to block that inside from Gino.
I imagine Gino not pleased with that. Gino, you know, he's using that point situation. He's trying to make sure Josh doesn't get too many points towards the championship, you know. And Gino, I don't know how many seasons he's had where he's been dominant, but this has definitely been one of his more dominant seasons. 3 wins so far, and he has just really put on a really good season, all in all. Just a few bad races, though, that might mire him up in some trouble points-wise, but hopefully he can get the best out of what he has.
It looks like he's going to get P5 right here. Off Talha right there out of turn 2.
Yeah, able to get around TalhaDevYT pretty cleanly there.
Joshua is caught up to Dun the Prod for 3rd place as well. Looks like Dun the Prod's car has fallen off here on the long run.
Yeah, good point there, Troxell. Misinterpreted analogy on my part.
Yep. And also, Stephen Gibson starting to close in on AGG for the lead as well. That gap is shrunk as well.
You could say Trox Nation eating like kings and queens tonight. With the clean dishes.
Clemens easily gets by Dun the Prod in turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, done not put much of a fight. I wonder if he's...
Ooh, hit the wall just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he's done yet. I think he's gonna probably have something up his sleeve. Maybe pit a little earlier in this run, try to get that track position advantage. And
yeah, you might as well.
That's pretty gold. I don't know how far he can take it, but I imagine he's gonna try to take what he can from it and make something out of it.
Let's say he does it before Gino catches him.
Yeah.
And the battle for the lead starting to heat up too. See if Clements can work his way through that big gap between those two cars. Yeah, they're all spread out here at Richmond. The final car just crossed the line now. It's Garson Muyoung.
One thing to
In
note.
70.
Yeah, we haven't had any like lapped cars yet. Everyone that is in the race is on the lead lap at the moment. And so far, you know, being 36, almost 40 laps in, it's pretty solid.
There's a battle for 7th place, heating up as well. Jolene Sims in the 42.
And TalhaDevYT, he's also, you know, I think tire wear's
falling
starting
off. Yeah.
to really eat him. Maybe didn't quite find that right line to save as much as the other guys did. Starting to eat him a little bit. Jolene Sims taking that a little bit in the wall there into turn 1 through the front part of the track. But yeah, Dane Stinson, that 42, he might be putting on the pressure here pretty soon. New number, new sponsor coming in for this race.
Yeah. Looks about to be the only battle right now, other than the lead, that's really under pressure. And it's a 3-car battle for 6th place. That's where Talha is right now.
I need to check my weather real quick. I heard some thunder.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been raining all over New York too, apparently.
Yeah, I got something. It's not.
Oh,
Kinda
Don the Prod is coming down pit road this time.
Ooh, big
Like I
screech down
said,
pit road. You know what?
Was gonna do it before Gino caught him, and you know, it turns out it was right.
I didn't think about, you know, he's on the strategy. I think he's gonna try to cut this into 2 stops.
Yeah.
We'll see where the. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see for sure whether that'll be the right strategy or not.
Oh, and Talha very loose off turn 2. Man, that was close. It looks like he's coming down pit road this time as well.
Yeah, taking that 2-stop strategy. Pretty sure. We'll see what that goes for those two. I don't know if anyone else is gonna tag on to that.
Seems like those 2 cars were the most to fall off so far in this race, and not very surprising that they're gonna shortcut here.
Yeah, nah. Sure, it puts them. I know the rest of these guys, they gotta pit here in about.
I didn't get that. Did you try?
Dang, Siri.
I didn't get that, Zach.
I didn't even say Siri, but bro. Friggin'. I swear! I didn't say nothing, Siri! Can it, Siri? I'm trying to broadcast! No! Shut up! Gosh! Bro! A time and a place!
Thing to happen in the broadcast.
Okay, my bad. Alright. Okay. Alright, so yeah, these guys they got a pit here around lap in the 60s range, so about 20 laps or so. We're gonna see everyone else pit. I don't think pitting now would be good for 2-stop. I don't know. You could see somebody gamble, but I don't think it would be a benefit. You'd be cutting it too late on the strategy for any tire advantage to really go through.
Oh, and Victor Delgado is pitting this time as well.
As I say that, okay. We'll see where that goes.
William Viola got his ears killed by Zach screaming at Siri. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I shouldn't have did that. I'm my bad.
No, he fully meant that. Oh, and Gino is coming down as well.
I was just a little frustrated with AI technology not doing what I wanted to. I never even said anything. It's just like, hey, I didn't quite get that. Angry. That is my reaction to that. Angry. There's a time and a place to bother me, not during the broadcast.
Correct. So now the question is, How long will the leaders take it on this green flag run to come down pit road?
If I'm being honest, I didn't expect Victor or Gino to pit, but you know where they were with their tires, I can't blame them. But
Yeah.
We'll see where it puts them. I'm not as smart as I sound. If I'm being honest, I don't win any races. I just
Same.
I just talk about. I just try to go off of what I learned from these guys and try to put it into information that can help you guys figure out what they're doing. And if I'm being honest, most of you guys watching this probably already know what they're doing better than I do. But hey, that's the fun of it, isn't it?
Joshua Clemens just made a pass for second place on Steven Gibson as well. Wasn't really much of a battle as Gibson's going to go down pit road.
And I mean, several different strategies here. That really just opens the door to what we could see at the end of this thing. But I really think the AGG is, I think he's really got most things covered because he's thinking long term. He's been short term. He's thinking short term early in the race.
Yep.
Got that over with. Managed his stuff, also managing that track position. And now he's putting himself in a position to potentially, the win at the end of this race with just cutting this thing in half. I think would really just be the right strategy. And for him specifically, he's probably one of the highest paced cars on the track overall.
Yeah, right now.
I really think he's going to be the guy at the top of the end, but we'll see what happens. A lot can happen in any circumstances.
Possible as close competition is going to be Joshua Clemens, unless Gibson gets a good couple laps on his new tires here.
Yeah. You also got to think about these guys. There's some of these guys with these fresher tires, like Talha, he's trying to get around Josh here.
Yeah, Josh is going to let him go.
Yeah, that's going to affect lap times on both ends of the spectrum. Getting held up by cars with slower tires and getting passed by guys with fast, newer tires. It's going to be something. Now, I will say this battle between the 91 and the 70 has been just really entertaining this entire race.
Yeah, that's right in front of the leader now. It could be our first lapped cars on pace.
Yeah.
To get lapped here. And they're both loose right now. They're trying to just hang on to their cars right now. I just saw them both slide off turn 4.
Yeah. Yeah, we already got some guys lapped down, but those are off strategy and pit stops and whatnot. Yeah, but unless these guys end up pitting, which would, I think at that point it'd be safe to assume they're going to go a lap down on pace. But yeah, Cole
now AGG's in a pickle right here if he doesn't get around Cole, which he's going to do that.
Yeah, just about 10 laps before halfway, or 5 laps before halfway actually. We can see our first car's going a lap down to AGG. You got a combination of lap cars that are going a lap down on pace, and the lap cars that are trying to get around you to keep their race alive. With fresh tires. There's Victor Delgado. He's not wasting any time. 3 wide into 1. Holy moly.
Yeah,
not wasting
how this is gonna end.
any
Looks like
time.
Victor's going to clear both of them.
Yeah, he's not wasting any time.
Can't blame him.
We seen him last week. He was basically doing what he's doing now, just getting that first run, getting the most out of it, and then just push all the way and pit when you need to. It probably could have worked a lot better last week had that caution not came out, and also the combination of the black flag you got at the end of the race. But it was interesting to see, especially with him leading as many laps as he did. It was quite spicy. As he's getting around the 63 of Alexander Gonzalez-Greene.
Yeah, and I think Clements might have been able to close a little bit. Doesn't look like much, but see the intervals. Yeah, he closed almost 5/10 the gap right there, so he's getting close. And Cole just went way wide on the outside there.
Yeah.
Here's done the prod as well.
Yeah, just
Trying to get back on the lead lap.
unlapped himself from Josh. Yeah, Josh and AGG, they're not really that far apart in all reality. But being put on the same strategy, they got 2 cars in between them. One of them is faster while one of them is slower. It's going to be interesting to see where it balances out overall.
Yeah. And I think, yes, AGG is coming down pit road. This time, your leader on pit road. Clements right behind him.
Oh, wow, he gained a
Gonna
ton
get
of
a lot
time.
of time, yeah.
Holy.
And Cole Rodriguez as well.
Yeah, Cole, he's...
And Jolene Sims.
Yeah, Cole, he
So
is
a couple cars pitting this time around.
Yeah. Cole solidified a lap down. He's just trying to hold on. cut this thing in half, trying to go too crazy with strategy. But yeah, these guys cutting it right in half.
Yeah. And they're going to be on the freshest tires as well. See, Garson just got really sideways off turn 4. He's fighting his car.
Makes me wonder if anyone's going to try to make it to the end of this fuel run. I think Dane Stinson still on the racetrack.
Yep. Yeah, he's on the racetrack right now. He just crossed the line.
Yeah, he is your new leader. He's going to try to run this fuel run out, go for fresher tires at the end.
Garson's pitting.
Once Dane Stinson
Dane
pits,
is coming down. Yep.
yeah, once he pits, that's going to be the entire field has at least pit once.
Yeah. And as AGG and Joshua Clements come out, they come out right in front of Dun the Prod. I don't know if they're... Yeah, Dun the Prod is your new leader right here. Depends on how much new tire he has left in him. Well, not much new tires, but tires. Depending on if he's... Yeah, he's about a whole lap ahead of them, so we'll see what happens here.
Makes me wonder how much clean air he's had in that run as well to just be able to run these laps. He doesn't have to worry about saving as much as these guys do. He already knows he has to pit again because he's cutting this into a different way. And these other guys, they don't have to pit again. It's gonna really come down to those two strategies, I think. And we also got some other mixed strategies in there as well. I think TalhaDevYT, I don't know what happened to him, but he's...
Yeah, it looks like he's on older tires now, I guess, unless they build them.
He's... I think he's on the tail end of this strategy here with
Yeah.
I mean, I think he was on a similar strategy to those guys, but his pace has managed out to where he's right behind the 92 and 63. I think he stayed out a little too long. Even though it was only one lap more, yeah, I don't think he really lost that much time, but I guess he didn't really have a good stop or something like that. Yeah, Dane Stinson, he's already made his stop. So, yeah, it just comes down to strategy at this point. P4, DJ Curtis, he's going to pit now. I believe he also was going to run the end of this fuel run out, but I don't think he was able to have enough pace to get to the lead.
Yeah.
Could be wrong on that end. Apologies for my...
Tires are definitely a big thing. And,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Dane Stinson just stalled it on the track and I think he just left.
Yeah, Dane Stinson calling it
Yeah.
out. Not sure if what happened there. Could have had something happen, but good to see him back nonetheless. Making at least another start. But yeah, like you said, that cycles out Dun LaPrade to the lead, and he really doesn't have any dirty air in front of him either. He just had to focus on hitting his own marks. I haven't really watched him this rest of this run. I don't know where he's been put with other cars, but it'll be definitely interesting to see.
And we'll say one car, the only car that's ahead of AGG and Joshua Clements is the 12 of Victor Delgado. And they have almost about a half a straightaway just of clean air. So we'll see how that goes.
And Victor, he's on this sequence a little bit later in the run, so he might not be out of this. He might be onto something. I'm curious to see where that 12 car is going to be at the end of this thing. He's not really
holding up AGG right now. I'm not sure if 63 is happy with that. They're going to the inside here.
I mean, at the same time, defending that track position, not really too keen at making that 63's race any easier. But hey, that's just part of racing.
Yeah, now the 63 is in clean air for a very long time, so we'll see how that gonna work out for him.
Yeah, he's able to manage his own pace very freely here. He's he's faster than that 12, and Josh, he's back there as well. Kind of in the same boat, just managing his own pace and making sure he has his eyes on the 63, because I believe, I think this is the superior strategy where the 63 and the 92's at. However, I cannot count out that 74. He's been very successful with these strategies he's been able to put on in several races that he's done. Be interesting to see where he's going to be at the end of this race. I don't know if he's going to be on defense or offense, but either way, I think he's going to be at least within 5 seconds or so of the leaders. Again, I'm just going off of guesswork. I don't really have a rock solid answer for you, but if all things go to plan, you could see something like that. Now, one thing to note, TalhaDevYT, he's going to He's trying to work on that track position, and I don't think he has a lot of that right now. P7, he pitted a lap after Dunn LaPrade did, and Dunn was able to put him a lap down.
Yeah, and AGG's last lap was a 22.375. Dunn LaPrade's last lap was 23.310. So,
Oh wow.
obviously Dunn had to let Talha by it. Obviously, a whole second faster that lap
Yeah,
for
big time.
the 63. This time he gets 23.1, and AGG got a 22.3. And Joshua Clements has now gone around Victor Delgado, so he's going to try and chase down AGG.
And these two have been kind of not really gaining a lot, not really losing a lot, except for that pit road entry. Josh gained a ton of time on pit road. That pit road entry really just sent it in there and gained a ton of time. And I think that really is going to put him in a good spot for the end of this. Question is, will it be enough?
Yeah, now he's in a big pickle right here. Got to let all these guys go, and that's going to cost him a lot of time on the racetrack between him and AGG on the newer tires.
I think, next car behind him with fresher tires is TalhaDevYT. I don't know how much fresher those tires are, but he's gotten around Cole Rodriguez, DJ Curtis, Steven Gibson, and Dunn LaPrade. I don't know if those guys are on fresher tires either or not. I think DJ, he has probably got the fresher tires on the track right now as the last car to pit on that cycle. He's held serve where he currently is in that strategy, but I like where he's at. He is good for the end of this race. He does not have to pit again. I think I don't know where it's going to put him overall, but I think it's going to work out well for him.
They're battling right in front of him, Cole Rodriguez and Talha.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Cole, he's got.
seat to that.
Yeah, no, okay, so yeah, no, Cole and DJ have fresher tires than Talha, and then all those guys. I think DJ really only has the advantage over AGG and Joshua Clements. I imagine DJ, he's going to try to go around this 91 here pretty soon, as he's got those fresher tires.
I should mention, Steven Gibson is in the lead now over Dunn LaPrade.
Oh shoot! I wasn't
Yeah,
even paying attention to that.
missed
Gosh dang.
I missed it until I hit the intervals. I was like, oh,
Oh wow!
51's in the lead.
And he pitted a lap after. Actually, when did he pit? Did he pit a lap?
I don't know.
I think it was like 2 or 3 laps after. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I think it was 1 or 2. Yeah.
Something like that. I didn't exactly keep track. I know I seen when he pitted, but I don't exactly remember where it was relative to Dunn. But regardless, he's currently in the lead, and that is.
Speaking of, Dunn LaPrade and Gino Bonanni coming down pit road this time.
Yeah, I think this is that time for their strategy to really shine. Gino, he's cutting it a little earlier than he did last time. He pitted a little later, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I could be wrong. I'm just going off of what I remember seeing. But yeah, these two I think are going for the same ball game. We'll see where that puts them at the end of this run. And that's just going to put Steven in a really good spot in that 51 tire position wise at the moment. So we'll see where that where this all funnels out.
Talha's pinning as well.
Yeah. They're right on sequence to when he pitted last time, so he isn't shaking up that strategy at all, making sure he's consistent with it.
Yep.
I don't know if he had a bad stop or what, but I can't think of any logical reason why he would have lost that much time to Dunn LaPrade there on that pit cycle. I don't think he was a lap ahead, but something happened somewhere to TalhaDevYT. I'm not sure what. Maybe just too slow, wasn't aggressive enough, but.
Yeah, the Prud just unlapped himself, I believe, for 1 lap. He's got to go get him for a 2nd lap now.
Yeah, now Dunn, all he has to worry about is the end of this race. And one thing he has now, he's got a little bit of traffic in front of him. DJ's not going to really give him a whole bunch of flack for that spot. Colruyt, he's been holding his own pretty good, but Dunn LaPrade a lot quicker. TalhaDevYT's off pit road now with, I think, a pretty solid stop on that 14 from the looks of it.
That's going to be close.
Wide. Almost. Talha exiting pits, didn't want to press the envelope too much. But DJ, man, he has really been trying hard to get around that 91. 91, I think, ran a little wide. He's going to finally get that spot.
Yeah.
I think for DJ's sake, he's going to have to start thinking about defense for too long because, again, he is set for the end of this race. So is Dunn LaPrade. Everyone that just pit these past few laps, Victor Delgado the third, he's going down pit road now. Not very aggressive on pit road entry compared to a lot of these guys who have been like really cutting it close.
So AGG is 10 seconds back from Steven Gibson, the leader, right now.
That could be gained up pretty quick, I feel like.
Yeah, it's down under 9 seconds now.
I don't know when Steven's going to pit, but I know he's got to pit again.
Yep.
I know AGG, he's good to the end, so...
Yep.
Yeah,
I think Dunn, if he can get in front of Clements and AGG on this run, he could stay on the lead lap once Steven Gibson does go down pit road.
Nice. Yeah, Dunn just got on the wall again. Now, Dunn, he's going on offense, it looks like, because he just made his last stop of the night. AGG and Josh, they're good to the end. So he's thinking about, he has that tire advantage on those guys. I don't think he's going to be saving as much. Victor, he is P10 at the moment. Just made his last stop, so he's probably going to be going on offense as well. And like I said in the beginning of the race, I really think the strategy that 63 has is currently superior. The thing about Steven, you're going to spend a lot more than 8 seconds on pit road. I think this is a net loss for Steven, staying out as long as he is. But we'll see where it puts him overall. But yeah, it's good to see a lot of differing strategies. No one really doing the same thing. That 7-lap window with fuel really opened the door for these guys, and also the tire wear. You know, these guys are going for 2 stoppers, opposed to just the 1 stopper. That would probably be the safer approach if you're just wanting to have a clean race. And I like DJ. He took that. He pitted at the very end of that run so he could have the max abilities for the end of this race. So far in P6, from P10, I think that's a pretty good advantage. We'll see where it puts him at the end. But Gino Bononi, he's got fresher tires, trying to gain some time. Cole Rodriguez, P8, he's trying to play defense. Jolene Sims is P4 right now. I haven't really paid attention to where they're at on strategy, but they have definitely been one of the faster people to watch for in that 0-6 week to week. I don't think their first IFAR win is very far away.
It looks like the 63 might be tires might be evening out with the 51 because last couple times by hasn't gained too much on the 51. Just went under 6 seconds right there, but I don't know how much is going to fare out here.
From my understanding, Steven's going to have to pit one more time for fuel.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that car is swirly. He's
really going to mess him up on the long run.
Yeah. I mean, it's evened out, but I think it's really just... I mean, he's still losing time overall of that 63.
Yeah, still losing time, yeah.
But 63 is not pushing that hard at all. He is going for that long run finish, just that 1 stopper. That way he's good to the end. Victor trying to unlap himself from the 92. That's going to hem him up just a little bit. But
that's going to help Dunn the Prod catch the 92 as well, but he's got a long way to go.
Oh, shoot. Where is that battle anyway? Oh, Dunn's a lap down. I didn't even think of that.
He's a long way to go.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that I did not think it was that bad. Shoot, holy.
Yep.
Yeah, that was just Josh and Alex, Alexander Gonzalez-Greene, just right on the money with their strategy. Pressing the limits, both those guys. Very talented drivers.
They might be the 2 to watch here for the rest of the race if they can catch the 51.
Yeah, I don't even think they'll have to worry about that. That 51, again, I'm pretty sure not enough fuel to make it to the end.
We'll see.
I don't think they pitted halfway. There's no way. Otherwise, they wouldn't have gained that much time.
It's been a while.
Yeah, like there's so many differing strategies. I'm trying to keep up with all of them. It's like mind-boggling, but hey, it's some fun stuff. You know, you gotta like guess when that guy pit, guess when that other guy pit. Yeah, good stuff. Good show. These guys put on a great show here tonight.
And now the 63 has the 51 in his sights under about 4 seconds to that lead.
Yep. imagine Alex versus Victor here. Alex is
It's gonna slow the 63 down.
yeah, I know. And he was a lot nicer at the 12. I was thinking he was
Yeah.
gonna hold him up a little bit of the, hey, you held me up last time, I'm gonna hold you up this time. But no, he's looking at the bigger picture, and I 100% do not blame him for that. Here's
We
Delta
are
Fred.
coming into 20 laps to go this time by.
Yeah.
And find out how this is gonna work.
Even with that tire advantage, I highly doubt Dunn is gonna be able to gain that much time. I think, you know, with
he's gonna
this
unlap himself, but I don't think he's gonna gain a lot more.
Yeah, I think this right here with getting around the 63, that's, unless we get a caution or something, that is, wow, the timing of that statement. Wow, I could not have timed that statement any worse. Wow, okay. Garson Muyang, I don't know if he spun out or missed the corner, but that's going to hurt
one
his.
of those two happened. I saw him very slow with smoke on the outside there.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did spin going into turn number 1. He hit back into the wall a little bit, kept it straight.
Yeah. Fortunately, no one else involved, but yeah. Unless there's something that throws a wrench into the strategy right now, I just don't see that 51 making it to the end. Even if he does, I imagine that 63 is going to get around him before it happens.
He's got 18 more laps. Actually 17. Actually, no, 18. I was right.
Victor gets around. Dunn. He's picking up sticks. I don't really exactly know if this strategy is going to pan out differently than what I'm thinking it is. But I'm thinking that...
This lead is closing in. Here comes AGG.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's just going to be between that 63 and 92 for this win.
Yeah.
They've just been so close on pace all race long. It's just really just been a battle of who can do it better.
Ooh, 51 just got really loose off turn 4. Yeah. Might not be too much of holding on from here because that 63 is right there.
I wouldn't be shocked.
He just dives on pit road here.
Yeah, no. Because I think once he gets past the lead, you know, that's...
Yeah, there it is right there. That's the pass right there.
Oh.
Loose off turn 4 again. Yeah, he's just fighting his car to stay in front, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he gambles a little bit, saves some gas, gets the clutch while he's slowing down for the corners. Maybe he can make it to the end. Theoretically, I don't know.
Yeah, could get some good points here if he can just stay inside the top 5.
From my knowledge, he pitted before the 63 and 92 by a decent enough margin where he wouldn't make it to the end.
By the way, even if he gets passed here by Clements, which most likely will happen, the 06 of Jolene Sims is 13 seconds behind. So,
They're having
could
a
try
pretty
and
good
hold on
race.
from there. Yeah.
Yeah, running their own pace, running top 5. That is nice work by Jolene Sims. This really talented driver. Very curious to see what they can do in these future IFAR races.
And Gibson can try and hold on to a top 3 as well.
It was like a 7-lap window, right? So
Yep.
they could have pitted lap 152 and made it. I don't know if he... I thought he would have pitted like lap 140 or 40 something, but I guess he might have pitted a lap in the mid-50s, and he could make it to the end from that. I don't know if it's going to work for him or not. I don't think he's going to be able to... I honestly think the 06 could catch him before. I don't know. Maybe.
We're coming to 10 to go soon, so we'll see.
I don't blame him for doing what he is. Gino, he's trying to unlap himself from Josh. Trying to manage what you can. A lot of these things about these strategies is execution. Able to execute it well.
Looks like AGG might have this one tattooed up.
You know, getting around that 92. He's, you know, if you're Gino, you're wanting to make sure that 92 is finishing as worst as possible to try and have something for him at the end of these last 2 races for that championship. But at the moment, Josh looking to have a better points day once again.
And the 51, if Gibson is coming down pit road, cannot hold on to that top 3.
I had a feeling he was going to have to pit again.
Yeah.
It might actually be for tires, though. I'd have to go back and look. I don't know. Maybe I won't. But
And that's going to give a possible top 3 finish for Jolene Sims.
that's right at work. Where's
Yeah.
Victor? PA. Who's in fourth now? Okay. Doma Pratt. Holy. Wow. That's insane how big this field is gapped.
Yeah.
I don't know how much she has left in those tires, but I imagine he's still in push mode. I don't know. I haven't really kept track of Jolene at all, even though they've really just played the perfect game. Even he's gonna come out. Imagine probably not in the best position. I don't know.
No.
So many positions on this track. So many people in different spots in the race. There's Unibononi's trying to unlap himself.
He's going to do it.
Try to hope for maybe a late race yellow here.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys want it. Some of these guys don't. I don't know if there is. I think there'd only be.
Would shake a lot of things up too. Means everyone would be on the same strategy if there was a yellow.
Yeah, battle for P6 though. Last car a lap down. DJ Curtis and Victor Delgado. DJ came in pit road P10. Came out. Don't know where he came out, but he's currently P6. About to be P7
Victor.
to Victor.
Yep.
I honestly think that was a good strategy called by DJ. Run in the end of that fuel run. That way you can just worry about managing your pace at the end of the race. And so far it's worked out for him. Better than P10, I think, would be in good favor for him. Oh, and Jolene.
Yeah, Jolene is going to lose that 3rd spot to Dun the Prud.
I don't know if they went wide or what.
Yeah, it looks like it just went really wide in turn number 1 and 2 and just had to give it up to Dun the Prud there. Good comeback for the 74, but obviously not enough to win this race, as we have reached the point of no return.
3 laps to go at the line. He's dominated this thing. I think he's led almost every lap, aside from a couple laps that Steven and Dunn have led, respectively. Yeah, this is gonna be a good strategy race. No cautions, clean overall. Everybody just running their race, running their pace, picking when they want to pit, seeing what sticks. And AGG, Cole Rodriguez, and
yeah, that's a big block right there. Tried to keep Talha behind him there, and obviously Talha,
yeah, I
think on the fresher tires. Yeah,
probably not gonna
get
get too happy with that. Oh,
Talha!
big slide on exit. Oh, wow.
What a save! And we're coming to the white flag this time as
Right in front
well.
of Josh. I don't know if you're in Josh's case, do you want to let him battle it out? White flag this time around. My OBS blade has crashed.
Oh man.
I usually have a graphic I put up, but my OBS blade crashed. Stupid Apple stuff sometimes don't work. Sometimes it does, sometimes don't.
Yep, and coming out of turns 3 and 4 for the final time, AGG is going to dominate and win at Richmond.
Nicely done. Win number 2 on the season.
Yep. And Cole Rodriguez spins across the line.
Who got that spot between the 14 and the...
It was Talha.
Yeah, imagine. Ooh. These guys still racing, you gotta be careful.
Ooh, Talha slammed the opening right there.
Yeah, a lot of frustrations. Talha with a P9. Yeah, Alexander Gonzalez-Greene, win number 2 of the season. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he's snuck in any other ones that I forgot about, but I'm pretty good about forgetting stuff. I did. I apologize. I think he might. Did he run out of gas?
I don't think so. I think he's getting ready for his burnout.
Okay, I was about to say he's on the apron. Not really doing a lot. I wonder if he's just trying to do for a slower approach to the burnout.
Yeah, there he goes. Yep.
Yep, there he goes. Alexander Gonzalez-Greene, win number 2 of season 14.
He does it in the Daniel Suarez 2016 championship throwback.
Okay, I can't see nothing when they drive around the smoke. Hashtag. There he is.
And there is burnouts on pit road too. Jolene Sims thinks they won the race.
I mean, pretty good finish for that That number 06, definitely nothing to shy
Yeah,
at.
kept us top 5, but almost had a top 3, but done the prod obviously on the newer tires. Got
Yeah.
around.
I don't think there's really anything to look at wreck-wise. I mean, we had a few, but
No.
everyone's
That
been
Talha
out.
save though was pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, no, I got that live. So yeah, that was pretty good stuff. Let me get that shot for the finish. And yeah, there we go. AGG on a league of his own. I don't even think Josh was he even off of 4? No, he wasn't. Yeah, AGG league of his own. Finishes P1 here at Richmond. Shot. All right.
They were both sideways. Just Talha just got a lot more sideways there.
Yep. A couple more checks, weather and whatnot. Sure, I'm not dying from tomatoes.
Huh.
Apologize for the Siri interruption there. That was fun. We do got Mr. Dunlaprad in the waiting room.
Ooh.
Go ahead and pull him in.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
Mr. Dunlaprad, how we feeling, man?
Not too bad. How about you all?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Well, you put together the two-stop strategy. Obviously the winner of the race got the one stop, and that worked out better for him. Do you feel like you were kind of pressured into that, or was that originally your plan to go for the two-stopper?
I mean, I was really trying to battle it out with Alex in those opening laps just to see where the pace was. And I think once I was unable to keep up with Alex, then the two tire stopper was, kind of going to be the one that I was going to have to choose. Because if I stayed out on one stopper, I probably would have got swallowed up. And those 40 laps that we ran and then I pitted, the tires made a huge difference because I was able to make up a second over the leaders after those pit stops and got out to the front and I led a couple of laps and I was kind of hoping that a caution would come out. But just it never came. And when I pitted that second time, I was anticipating to be a little bit faster, which I was, but I think because they pitted a lap 60 compared to me pitting a lap 80, that's a 20 tire difference compared to 40 lap tire. So it wasn't going to be an easy feat to get to Alex and Joshua, who are on the and Jolene. They were all on the one stop strategy. And, I didn't think the one stop strategy, at least to me in my situation, was worth it. So I went with the two stopper, and considering everything, it probably would not have made a difference as far as where I finished on the track. But to be able to get a third place out of that is, it's not too bad.
Right. Well, I know you had that. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Alright, so points-wise, currently looking like you're going to be 21 back from Josh. Do you have any game plans that will be set up for Twin Ring Motegi next week that it might try to help propel you forward?
Well, I raced that field last night, and they raced at Twin Ring Motegi, and I won there. So I have a slight edge as far as the familiarity of the track, and being able to win there last night is able to help me out get that kind of confidence that I need, considering that Twin Ring Motegi is a very, very, very difficult track, even for like normal drivers, and even for drivers in this league. It's not like Darlington. Well, Darlington it's a mile and a half, but it's also like more banked, whereas Twin Ring Motegi it's less banked and there's a lot more to it as far as heavy braking in the 3 and 4, and also downshifting as well. So I mean, I got a bit of an edge. I feel like that I can use to my advantage. But when you got guys like Joshua Clemens, Alexander Gonzalez, Gino Bononi, Steven Gibson, Dane Stinson, and all those drivers, Jolene as well. I don't think it's going to be an easy. It will be a a heck of a challenge for sure. And hopefully I can bring this number 74 XI Batteries Chevrolet to victory lane before the season's out. Championship wise, it's probably be a long shot at this point, especially after tonight. I think if I had won, then I probably would have been okay. But having Josh win last week and me finishing fifth put me in um, a pretty tough spot to try to go forward tonight, and hopefully I can get a win and eat up that points lead. So hopefully I can rebound and have a great result, and hopefully I can win next week, and hopefully I can back it up with a win at Chicagoland and try to win it all as well. But like I said, it's not going to be easy for sure.
Yeah, is there a certain track on the remaining schedule that you think you have the absolute best chance at to possibly get to victory lane this season?
Probably Twin Ring Bategi. Like I said, I won there last night, so like I said, now I have that familiarity of how to drive that track. I think it's going to be probably my best chance in these last remaining two races to snag a win and potentially eat up the championship lead. But we'll see.
All right.
For this race specifically, did you feel like with the setup and whatnot? Did you feel like what was your thoughts on the setup, and did you feel like the long run or the short run was more fun to drive in terms of just what you felt like was more enjoyable?
I mean, I'm indifferent on setups. I just drive the car. That's always been my motto. But in the short runs, when I was able to battle it out with Alex at the start and Steven as well, it was fun. But in the long run, I like the long run runs a lot too, just because you're having to really battle with the car when you get sideways. And this track pretty much rewards being able to um, conserving your tires and being patient and being smooth on the brakes and throttle, being smooth with the steering wheel and not overstepping your batteries. Richmond is a cheese grater track in terms of the tire wear. So, yeah, that's kind of I don't think no matter what setup changes we made, it was still going to be a battle of who could do better with tires on the long run.
Brandon, do you got any other questions?
No, I'm good.
All right, Dunn, do you got any last thoughts before we let you go?
I just want to shout out to everyone watching at home. Shout out to you guys on the booth for commentating and broadcasting in the race. Shout out to all the drivers for a great race today. Shout out to Alex Gonzalez, not only for the win but for the league as well, and a big shout out to Alia for the league as well, because she's the one that started it all. So shout out to Alia Carmona, and also shout out to her for bringing me over to her Scuderia Carmona racing team. I haven't been able to get a win this season, but hopefully I can turn that into reality next week. So her team has been a welcoming team to be part of. So I'm happy to be representing her and her team. And shout out to everyone else for making me a better driver.
Congrats on the top. You got third, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, P3. Good luck the rest of the season. I know you also got a good season going in Essex. I'm not sure if there's any other leagues you doing well in, but good luck in all that, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you all.
Buddy disconnected from your channel.
All right. I don't believe anyone else is wanting any post-race interviews, but as you can see on the bottom, that is our current championship battle. I believe anyone below 5th right now is 100% mathematically out of contention for the title, and this has definitely weighed into Joshua Clements a lot these past couple of races, as winning in Texas last week, and here he is once again with a podium P2. Puts him 21 points above Dunn LaPrade, who got around Gina Bononi in the point standings. So that'll be something to watch next week for sure. As Dunn mentioned, he's definitely in the hole. You definitely don't want to enter the last few races in the hole, but
Yeah.
Josh definitely looking in prime position to potentially win, I believe, his first IFAR championship. I don't know if he's gotten any other ones. I haven't been around the league long enough to know that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I'll try to learn more and more as if things get a little bit more. I get a little bit more organized myself, so hopefully I can put myself in a good bracket to do that. But yeah, Kyle Watts didn't race tonight. I don't know if like he's got any like drop races or anything, but first race he's missed all season.
Yeah, that's pretty big, actually.
Yeah, I don't know if he just didn't feel like it or what, but hey, I don't blame you. Whatever floats
Yeah,
your boat.
Kyle was rooting for anyone but AGG, but sorry, could have beat him, Kyle.
Yeah, he's closed up the server, but yeah, no. Kyle Watts, he's 48 points back. I don't know where D-Dog, he didn't finish this race. Rough race for him. Only 4 top 10s this season for D-Dog. He's had a rough season, but you know what? He's been putting himself in good positions. P5 in the standings right now. I don't know where P6 is, but that'll be something to watch next week at Twin Ring. Any other thoughts, Brandon?
Not really, to be honest.
Right. Well, I got Friday. We're prepping for, I believe, the Gnarl-Annapolis 500 is this week, right?
Yeah, I'll
All right.
commentate that probably. I don't really want to waste that.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, I'll get some. I'll get that IndyCar sound pack. Try to get a special graphics pack for that, and then we can kind of keep it modernized. Probably won't do the custom numbers. That takes a lot of time to do. Hence why I haven't done it for IFAR. Was gonna do it for CCRS, but I can't really do that right now with work.
Unfortunate.
We'll see if I can go back to doing that here soon, because I would like to be able to at least do my one CCRS start of season. And apologies for that little crash out with the Siri. I
Don't apologize. You deserved it.
yeah, no, it was bogus baloney. Freaking middle of the broadcast, like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I wasn't talking to you. Oh my gosh, bro. But yeah, no, I can hear some thunder rolling in. Glad we got this in before the tomatoes decided to start eating me. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the broadcast before Mother Nature decides to whip my tail end. And see y'all next time.